Flying over southern Morocco, the Soyuz MS-27 is now in a brief period of station keeping.
You are go to turn on floodlight and ECG mode. Copy. 11:46:19. Activating ECG of VSK. Okay. Sending S-17. Armed. Send. Floodlight is on. Range 194. And the rate is 0.08. We are across from the docking port. Copy. All right. Go for final approach from control panel. Copy. We are go to send in manual command from the motion display.
Flying just to the south of Casablanca, the Soyuz MS-27 is soon to begin its final approach for docking, running ahead of schedule.
11:47. 30. Send Prichal. And I can see approach on the display. Depot firing in progress. Combined GSO.
And final approach now has been initiated. The flight control team in Korolyov happy with the alignment of that forward docking probe with the Prichal module, so Soyuz is now closing in on the final leg of a 2-orbit journey from the launch pad in Baikonur.
What about the video? Burn complete. Range 170. Rate 0.082. Copy. Final approach.
At a range of about 47 meters, the Soyuz will execute a braking thruster test and will activate its docking system.
Range 150. Rate unintelligible. .67.
Just over 3 hours ago, that vehicle sat on the launch pad at the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan, now closing in on the final leg of its rapid journey to reach the International Space Station.
But not on VKO monitor. Copy. .67 is rate.
Soyuz flying over the Mediterranean at this hour.
0.54 range rate.
On final approach for docking, just 90 meters separating Soyuz from the Prichal module.
0.43. And 0.35.
0.3 of a meter per second is the closure rate.
70 meters. Point unintelligible. Confirm visual. Combined gas cell. Target is about half cell to the right and down.
Back to this view of the Prichal module's docking port. Almost in the crosshairs of this view from the Soyuz external television camera, less than 60 meters separating Soyuz from its port,
27.
Closing at a rate of 0.2 of a meter per second.
Дальность скорость 0,15.
50 range, 0.15 range rate, copy.
Есть информация о готовности СП.
We have readiness data.
Дмитрий 7.
The upper section of the Soyuz, where the docking probe is located, is the orbital module. The center section, where the 3 crew members are strapped in, is the descent module. And the white section, the rear of the Soyuz, if you will, along with the solar arrays, is the instrumentation and propulsion module.
Range rate.
"36 meters now, the distance between Soyuz and the station. Everything is performing as planned, closing at a rate of just over 1/10 of a meter per second.
Station is half cell to the right. Crosshairs aligned. Copy. Confirm the range. Rate 0.11, range 0.25. Unintelligible. Copy.
Есть база R. Есть база R. Дальность 20 скорость.
Base confirmed. Range 0.023. Target is practically in the center. Docking port is clean. Proceeding, copy.
визуально чуть поменьше.
Range 0.015, visually seems a bit closer. Rate 0.12. Half cell above. So that's pretty big discrepancy.
Soyuz now just 17 meters away. The proper closure rate of 1/10 of a meter per second in play.
Unintelligible. Rate 0.12. There is a slight discrepancy. Copy.
This Soyuz will park itself at the Prichal module next door to it, the Soyuz MS-26 at the Roscosmos module, where the vehicle is located that will bring home Don Pettit, Alexey Ovchinin, and Ivan Wagner on April 19th U.S. time.
Small delta.
Standing by for contact and capture.
Метр.
1 meter. Rate 0.1.
We have contact. We have capture at 3:57 a.m. Central Time, 4:57 a.m. Eastern Time.
2.
As the International Space Station and Soyuz MS-27 flew 262 miles over western Russia.
Congratulations, Sergey. Congratulations on your arrival to the International Space Station. Thank you, Alexey. Please repeat.
We'll now stand by for the relative motion of the two vehicles to settle down, initiating the retraction of the docking probe.
Display.
A flawless flight from launch pad to docking for Soyuz MS-27.
In work.
Jonny Kim, Sergey Ryzhikov, and Alexey Zubritsky have arrived at their home for the next several months. They will be on board the station until December.
Check-in parameters. Section 1. Tanks 109. Number 236. 502 for propellant.
Two Soyuz vehicles side by side at the International Space Station.
Now page 57.
MS-27 at the top of your screen, MS-26 at the bottom.
Preparing for R7 command. R7 input.
The flight from launch until docking was as smooth as glass for Kim, Ryzhikov, and Zubritsky.
Soyuz light deactivated. No, this is not correct. Now S18. This is the command for the Soyuz light.
The trip for the three crew members took 3 hours and 10 minutes, with the launch occurring at 12:47 a.m. Central Time, 1:47 a.m. Eastern Time. Once again, docking occurring at 3:57 a.m. Central, 4:57 a.m. Eastern, over western Russia.
Chicago start.
понятно. Тогда ждем. Все команды Земли самостоятельно не выдаем. Все команды Земли самостоятельно не выдаем.
Okay, some commands are from the ground.
Какие-нибудь пожелания есть? Что вам приготовить? Покушать?
Ребят, есть что-то?
Any preferences for food that you would like to have later?
Да нет, Леша, спасибо.
Not really, but thank you.
Штатно все.
And everything nominal.
Да, все хорошо. Спокойненько так долетели. Да.
We arrived
Да.
without any
Почти пораньше.
perturbations. It was great.
Сразу знакомые помнят.
We remember how it was before. Favore, this is Moscow.
Фаворы на связи.
Go ahead.
На связи. Как слышно, Фаворов?
Moscow, how do you read us? Yes, we read you. Favore.
The docking probe has been retracted and hooks are now driving.
Now,
This will form a hard mate between Soyuz and Prichal.
S13.
Once that's accomplished, leak checks will begin on both sides of the docking interface to ensure that we have an airtight seal. Prior to the opening of the hatches, that is scheduled about 2 hours and 15 minutes from now.
13. And do we start ECG? Not yet.
Пока нет. Вас понял.
Copy, not yet.
Готовим С-13.
Preparing S13 command. Sierra 13.
Moscow station, space to ground 1.
С-13 подготовлено.
Go ahead on space to ground 1.
S13 command armed.
Выдаем. 12:03, 15.
And
Sergey, I'm ready to
at
put Cavalier
12:03
into the electrical control
Переход на юг
position.
закрыт. Есть электроразъем, светофорный опрос.
transfer hatch closed.
You're a go.
Electrical connector.
The hooks are now closed on the Soyuz side of the docking interface. Next up, the closing of the hooks on the Prichal side.
Tune the command.
3:40. Выдал повторно С-13.
S13.
Есть крюки закрыты.
We have indication for hooks closed at 12:03:40.
Телевидение отключаем.
Do we turn off the video? Not yet, Favore.
Вас понял.
Copy.
Ступенчато открываем РПВ-1.
Favore, now open O2 manual isolation valve.
Вас понял.
Step by
Открываем
step.
РПВ-1. У нас профессиональная
Sergey
линия.
Ryzhikov, the Soyuz commander, running through post-docking procedures to safe the vehicle.
Подача.
It was a flawless docking at 3:57 a.m. Central Time, 4:57 a.m. Eastern Time.
Открыт. Открыт. Режим продувка 30 секунд. Правильно поняли?
30-second purge. Correct?
Верно, на 30 секунд ППРД, режим продукции.
Принято.
Latches retracted. Cabin O2 valve.
Yes. 3, 2, 1. Поехали.
3, 2, 1.
Давление 779 высота.
Pressure in SR 739.
Штанга СМ втянута.
Probe retracted.
Moscow station, space to ground 1.
3,
Go ahead on space to ground
5
1.
seconds.
1. Закрываем.